Myself is Samruddhi Shinde. Good evening to all respected guests and Director of Let's Speak Institute, Mr. Sir Pranav Kumar. Admin on Let's Speak Institute, Sir Atharva Patil, our mentor Sakshi Ma'am, all other mentors and all my dear friends presented over here. So let's begin with the presentation, and the topic for our presentation is 7 Wonders of the World. So I would request Swaroop to kindly begin with the presentation. Thank you.
So good evening all. Good evening one all. I am Varun today. So friends, let's go to Brazil and have a look of our first one, that is Christ the Redeemer. So friends, first of all, we will see its location. It is located in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and we will see its importance first. So friends, the statue has become the important icon of the Brazilian Christianity, and it has also come to symbolize Rio. It is the fifth largest statue of the Jesus in all over the world, and was also at one point the largest statue, the world tallest Art Deco statue. So friends, we will see its greatness now. So the greatness of the statue comes from understanding so we will see its greatness. The greatness of the statue comes from understanding the message that is sent out. The open arms of the Jesus send us the message of and love. Another from afar, the statue also looks like a cross, another symbol of Christianity. So next slide, please, Matthew. So friends, now we will see its ancient history. Construction of Christ Redeemer statue in the 6th century, when the Portuguese gave the name of Corcovado Mountain to one of its more impressive mountains and elusive name to its from Hump. Then, in 1859, the father Vincent and Pedro and Maria Bosch came to Rio de Janeiro. They were struck when they saw the mysterious beauty of the Corcovado Mountain, and also suggested the construction of religious monument in honor of Princess Isabel, who in 1921 gave away from the idea of a great statue of Christ. Finally, in 1927, the construction of the statue begins after the models of diverse. So friends, after this we will see its effect on people. Christ the Redeemer is famed for its magnificent views over all the Rio de Janeiro. The small chapel of Nossa Senhora Aparecida at the base of the statue hosts weddings, baptisms, and mass of Sundays. There is a cafe near the statue, and the mysterious beauty of the statue also attracts the people to see it. So friends, this was all about Christ the Redeemer.
Hello everybody, myself Maitri Babu. So now let's go to China and see our next wonder, the second wonder, that is the Great Wall of China. So the Great Wall of China is a series of fortifications that were built across the historical events border of ancient China. That was built about 7th century BC with selective stretches later joined together by Queen Shi Huang in 220 to 206 BC, the first emperor of China. Later on, many successive dynasties built and maintained multiple stretches of border. The best known section of the wall are built by Ming Dynasty of China. The builders of the wall always tried to use the local resources that were given by the nature. So the walls that crossed the mountains were made from stones, and the walls that crossed the flats were made from remnant earth. So the specialty of this Great Wall of China is that the wall is the longest man structure that is ever seen in the world, and with the total length of about 13,170.7 miles or 21,196.18 kilometers that were made over the course of hundreds of years. That wall was built by the six different dynasties and it is over 2030 years. This is the map of that Great Wall of China. Apart from the defense, other purposes of Great Wall of China were included in border controls, regulations or encouragement of trade and the control of immigration and immigration. Furthermore, the defensive characteristics of the Great Wall were enhanced by the construction. So the sealing's capability through the means of smoke or fire and the fact that part of the Great Wall also served as a transportation corridor. So that's all about the Great Wall of China.
So, friends, let's go to the Peru to see our next wonder, and that is Machu Picchu. Its importance is this category is important because it has a great archaeological value and the diverse economic systems. It is a symbol of a great technical skills and the productivity of Inca Empire. Its location represents a former boundary of empire, and this vast area was built together with approximately 40,000 kilometers of the roads. And its greatness is it sits amongst the clouds as a diamond in the ceiling made of clouds, while the classic Peruvian pisco sour cocktail gives a tasty lingering tang to the lips. Next slide, please. And the history of the Machu Picchu is it was built by the Pachacutec, the great statesmen of Tahosinho, who ruled from 1438 to 1471. Archaeologists have speculated that the fort have been built around 15th century, according to the chronology given by carbon 14 or carbon or radiocarbon. Influence on the people Machu Picchu attracts tourists from all over the world and it creates local employment and business opportunities. This includes jobs directly related to the tourism like hotels and the tour services. And the jobs indirectly support tourism such as the food selling and the housing. So that's all about Machu Picchu. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mohit Koli. Now let's come to Jordan to see the next wonder of the world, that is Petra. The importance of the Petra, that is the place is very so important. This monument or arch was built thousands of years ago, and for that reason, it is a very historical importance has given to Petra and. One of the most previous culture properties of man's culture heritage was in Petra, and greatness Petra is often also called Rose City because of the red colored redstone hills. It is well known surrounded red tinted mountains which make the reddish appearance. And Petra is an amorous city of tombs, monuments, and scarred sculptures carved into stone cliffs. And it is all around 800 carved tombs, and it is denoted also as royal tombs. And this is all about the Petra. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, dear friends. Let's come to Mexico to see chicken itza. Its importance is chicken itza ball court is the largest known in the Americas, measuring 554 feet, 168 meters long, and 331 feet, 70 meters wide. Recently, this World Heritage Site was recorded another honor. In a worldwide vote, Chichen Itza was named one of the new seven wonders of the world. Its greatness is the stepped pyramids, temples, columnated arches, and other stone structure of Chichen Itza were skeleted to the Maya and a scorified urban center of their empire from AD 750 to 1200. The temple has 365 steps, one for each dev of the year. Each of the temple's four sides has 91 steps, and the top platform makes the 360. Its Asian history, the layout of Chichen Itza site core developed during its earlier phase of occupation between 750 and 900 AD. Its final layout was developed after 900 AD, and the 10th century saw the rise of the city as a regional capital controlling the area from center Yutan to north coast, with a power extending down the east and west coasts of Peninsula. The earliest hydrophilic, uh, hydroelectric date discovered at Chichen Itza is equivalent to 832 AD, while the last known date was recorded in the Assakorio temple in 990. Its effects on people. Chichen Itza is one of the most visited archaeological sites in Mexico. In 2014, it was estimated to revive an average of 1.4 million visitors every year. Chichen Itza, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the second most visited of Mexico's archaeological sites. It creates local jobs and business opportunities. This was the Chichen Itza.
So friends, let's go to the our next wonder of the world, and that is Roman Colosseum, and it is located at the Rome. And its importance is the Colosseum is a model for all the sports stadiums and arenas we have today in different parts of the world. Size was a major factor that influenced our stadium today. And the engineering and the construction processes used to build the Colosseum were amazing, and some were even new to world of architecture and the construction. The Colosseum also shows how clever the ancient Romans really were. Like they were the first people to think, and they used some techniques they used to build the Colosseum. Next slide, please. And made of a stone and the concrete, this majestic monument was built by the manpower of thousands of slaves. The Colosseum is the largest amphitheater in the world. Oval in the shape, it measures 189 meters long, 156 meters wide, and 50 meters high, approximately the height of a 12-story building. This Asian sport area can easily fit into the modern day football pitch. This magnificent building has 80 entrances and can sit around 50,000 spectators who come to watch sports competitions and games. And its history is the Colosseum, founded by the Emperor Vespasian of a Flavian dynasty and around 70 to 72 AD, as a gift to the Romans. In the 80 AD, the Titus, son of Vespasian, opened the Colosseum, a 100-day game officially known as the Flavian Amphitheater, featuring gladiator combat and wildlife. So that's all about the Roman Colosseum.
So now let's go to Agra and our last the wonder of the world, that is seventh wonder, and the name of my wonder is Taj Mahal. So importance of the Taj Mahal is its appearing is in the several list of the world wonders. The Taj Mahal is not only the one of the largest tourist attraction in India, but it is also the most well-known example of Mughal architecture, the most famous tomb in the world. It reflects the pride and the identity of India as an example of achievements of the age of Mughal rule, a period of progress and stability considered a high point in India's culture history. According to UNESCO, the tomb is recognized as Jewel of India. The greatness of this Taj Mahal is that it is an elegant structure that is only and only made with white marble. It is also the Shah Jahan's greatest contribution to the world, as its level of architectural brilliancy are unparalleled. The Muslim has been held as a monument to love, as it was built by the Shah Jahan in the memory of his wife Mumtaz Jahan, with 22 years hard efforts made this Taj Mahal construction possible. And the antique history about this Taj Mahal is that the Mahal was commissioned by Shah Jahan in 1631 to be built in the memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal, a Persian prince who died giving birth to their 14th child Guru Begum. Construction of Taj Mahal began in 1632. The effects of this Taj Mahal on the people was the earning of local peoples at Accra are driven by the tourists, both the local as well as the foreign. More than 58 visitors came to see Taj Mahal in 2013. So the guides who speak multiple languages take you around the monument and are willing to develop as photographers whenever you need them to click snaps with yourself. So photographs click you on the converted seat into front of Taj Mahal. Horse carts ferry you to Meena Bazar and other short distances. So that's all about Taj Mahal. And thanks for watching.
Please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting and learning updates.